it's his representation of evolving in society, and so is Faye's character as Katia. The way we worked it out, we, meaning James Watkins, director, and Hussein Amini, we sat down and discussing what do you think happened, and without being too pretentious about a backstory, but it was really nice and necessary, because there's a lot of my life which I brought to the role where you're an outsider, and then you meet Katia, who she must have been an outsider, because they all arrived in Britain without knowing English. So she's had to go to a boarding school and then try to fit in, learn English, whatever and however she did it, or she managed to do it very successfully, she was an outsider. And there is that undertone and of the prejudice living in Britain for her more so than myself. But then my character was probably going to be in this predominantly all-white school, and you instinctively hold each other, and that's right. So that's a real long-term relationship. It's more than a boyfriend, and it's a partner. So it's a codependency from an early age, because of their outsider status. Yes, I'd say so. Within establishment. Absolutely, because we have a lot more stuff in common apart from just being other. You know, I mean, to be raised up in a specific type of uni and school comes with some kind of wealth. So Femi also comes from wealth, and Hussein, he was saying perhaps Femi is the actual honest one with the clean money. Well, yeah, because there's, you know, they've got, you know, the Godmen have a past, and they're in exile, and that tells you everything. With the representation of the Godman family. Yes. And you know, they're this dynasty, this wealthy dynasty in London. It's not alien, is it? I mean, this is the thing. They're pure establishment. Absolutely. They're pure establishment. And do you think that's a kind of fair representation of the Godmans of a wider part of London? And I think so. I think so. And it's a nod again to how London's evolving. With specifically Russians who are buying up quite a lot of property in London. So that is so current. It wasn't new to me, but then you're in it and playing it, you actually go, wow, it's the other world, almost the other world, but yet you are living right by the whole wealth, you know, side by side with it. You know, we've been there. We shot on location the actual V&A. All right. And it was the V&A, and that for me was my school trip as a kid, and I was like, I remember this corridor. But my point is, the context in this story was just the wealth was so well represented, and it's nice to be in a high budget or big budget production where creatives and directors and set designers have the budget to be able to really represent and show that of such high value.